coming to you today, bringing you my full foundation routine. I've got a couple of requests in asking for this, so I'm hoping it is something that you all enjoy. Most of the products that I use, you guys have probably seen in some of my previous videos when I've sped through my foundation routine, but this one's a little bit more detailed as far as what I do, what products I use, what brushes that I use, and so forth. So let's get into this. Everything that I'll be using today, I usually use on a day-to-day basis, but sometimes I switch things up, of course. But currently, this is what I'm doing, this is what I'm using, and we're good to go. As you can see, I already have these brows on, which, honey, I struggled with. I did struggle, you know, but they said what? Sisters, not twins. So I'm living by that motto today. Living by it. First, I will be going in with the NYX Angel Veil Primer to prime my face. I'm going to take about a pea size of the primer and just rub it into my skin. For my foundation, I'm going to go in with the MAC Studio Fix Fluid in the color NC55 and the MAC Prolong Wear Foundation in NC50. So I will actually be mixing these, and by the looks of it, girl, you need to get some more Prolong Wear. Ooh, we got a little bit. Okay. And I will just mix that in with my finger and then apply it to my face. Make sure you get over on that nose over there on the side because the product will build up there. And I don't always use a beauty blender to blend out my foundation, but it seems to do the best with these foundations. So now that that's applied, I'm going to go ahead in with my Tarte Shape Tape Concealer. And I'm going to be using the color Deep in Santan. I will apply Deep first. And I really wish they would come out with a few more colors in the Shape Tape, so I didn't have to do all of this, because you know your girl doesn't want to have to spend $28 every time. Well, $56 every time she wants some more Shape Tape. So, Tarte, can you get on that, please? And if I don't use the Tarte Shape Tape, I also do use the Kat Von D Lock-It Concealer. And I do like that one a lot too, because I don't have to mix colors. But the coverage that this Shape Tape gives you, it's just bomb. It is just bomb. I love it. I love it. So I'm using my beauty blender to go ahead and blend that out as well. When you're doing your highlight, you want to try to keep it like from your nose area up. You don't want to go past your nose too much, because if you do, it is going to give your face this odd shape. It's going to make it seem a little bit longer, and if you're going long and all the way out, it's going to make it seem a little bit wider. And what I typically do is take that butt of the beauty blender and just blend down, so that way I don't have those harsh lines up at the top and it's not all the way blended. And then you can do the same thing down here on your cheek where the highlight meets just the foundation, and just make sure everything is blended flawlessly. All right. So now that that is all blended, I am going to take some setting powder, the Mercier setting powder. I'm going to take this Morphe M401 brush. It's really good for baking. I'm not going to be baking though. However, I'm just going to be taking some powder, putting it on the cap, tapping the brush in there, and then tapping off the excess. Now for the remainder of my face, I am actually going to use the Mercier powder in medium deep, the one that I initially used at the start of the video. And I use the Morphe MB1 brush. This just came in one of my Morphe monthly sets. And I get some of the product, tap it into the lid, swirl the brush, tap all the excess, girl, and then just apply that to the remainder of my face, to the perimeters of my face. Usually at this point, if I was going to do an eye look, I would do it right now, but I'm going to skip past that, And I am going to go ahead and bronze my face. So the bronzer that I use is the MAC's Mineralized Skin Finish in the color Sun Power. And then I use the Morphe M527 brush. Just pat that in there. Swirl, swirl, pat, pat. And then just add that to the outside of my face. Kind of like the hollows of my cheek. Now that my face is all bronzed, I'm going to go ahead and contour. I'm going to be using MAC's Blunt and the Morphe E4 brush. It's just like an angled brush. And I will swirl that in there. And then I like to start at the top of my ear here, where the ear meets the face, and then bring it down to the sides of my cheek. And I do that in circular motions. And if you're new at this, to kind of get an idea of where you need to contour, of course you can do that fish face. But I've done this so many times, I just know exactly where that is. Here, and then blend. And then bring it all the way up to the tops of the forehead, the hollows of the cheek, and just bring that down. There we go. And then for my thick girls out here, you have a, you know, 2 chins. You could just define this portion of your face so you give it more of a defined look. After that, if I'm going to contour my nose, I use the same MAC Blunt powder, and then I just use a Morphe M176 brush. It's just like a small, flat brush, fluffy brush. And I just put a little bit of product there, and I make sure I tap all that off because I don't want it to be too harsh. And then starting at the corner of my eye and then dragging it down to the bottom of my nose. So after that, I go in and apply my highlight. So I'm going to talk to you guys about 2. This one is Gold Deposit. This is like my go-to everyday highlighter. I love it. However, I talked to you guys about this on my drugstore highlighter video, and if you haven't watched that, go check it out. I got this Milani Strobe Light highlighter, and I love it. Like, love it, love it, love it, love it, love it. So I'm going to use that today instead of Gold Deposit. Sorry, Blue Gold Deposit, but we'll use it next time. I'll just use the Morphe M510 brush and then apply this to the high points of my cheeks. And once I have my highlighter applied, I go ahead and I apply my blush. And this has been my go-to blush. It is the Tarte Amazon Clay Tarte blush, and it came in like a birthday package that I got at Sephora, and honestly, since I've gotten it, I haven't put it down. It's very similar to the blush that Makeup Shayla has in her contour palette, and I love this blush, so when I got this, I was very, very happy. But it's just a nice pink without being too much, because some blushes can just be overboard. But I apply the blush right in between my contour and my highlight. Alright, so now that I have my face all completed, I'm going to go ahead and just finish up my look, and I'll come back to you guys at that. So now that I have completed the look and I've added some eyeshadow, lashes, liner, lips, all that jazz, I really hope that you all enjoyed the video. If you did like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. I also need some ideas. I need to know what you guys want to see. So please, down in the comment section, just leave some comments of some ideas and things that you want to see from me on my channel. And also, girl, okay, hold on real quick. Pause. I forgot something. Setting spray. Okay, I did not set my face. important part of the video with setting spray. But anyways, real quick, I'm gonna do it real quick. I use the Pure Miracle Mist. I really like this one. It's a hydrating setting spray, so it's perfect for right now. I always spray to make sure it's not camel mist. Spray that on my face. I can't believe I forgot to spray. Girl, setting spray. Girl, that's when you know you're done. And then sometimes I'll take my beauty blender, just, you know, make sure everything looks good. Girl. Alright, anyways, but yes, like I was saying, yes, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and also follow me on all my social media networks. And if you have not checked out my previous video, please do so. It's about cheap highlighters. Who doesn't like to glow for under $10? Right? Check it out. But other than that, I'm all done. So I love you guys, and I'll see you next time.